105.
Extended version of Beyond the Breakfast Club being brought to you by Rocha Air Conditioning and Heating. Get in touch with them today, 575-631-1999. Schedule your appointment if you need air conditioning work. And it's that time of the year where it's going to start warming up. If you need somebody that will do the job right the first time, Enrique and his staff can get that done. Give him a call today. He saved us thousands and thousands of dollars. Rocha Air Conditioning and Heating, 575-631-1999. Call him today. Proud sponsor of the extended version with Tom A.
And they are live in the studio this morning. Becca Titus, the CEO of the United Way of Lee County, and Marcus Sperrenberg, the campaign coordinator for the recent campaign that you had. Now, you guys raised a lot of money.
Yes, we did a lot more than last year. We raised $975,000.
That's awesome.
It is. It's all going to a great cause, too.
Yeah, yeah. And how many agencies, Becca, will you serve?
So the requesting agencies, we had 18 request funds this year.
Mm-hmm.
We had over $1,100,000 requested this year.
Wow.
So during allocations, we were able to allocate money to 18 of those nonprofits to help them with their yearly operating expenses, program expenses, whatever they need.
And they all go up, don't they?
Yeah. Oh, yes. We knew we would see more this year, but I was pretty shocked at $1.1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot. I'm like, wait, but a lot has gone up this year.
Yeah. And so let's talk about what's coming up here in the last part of this month and a little bit about what's going on in April.
We have a lot. We have a whole lot. So today we are kicking off officially our project Gel and Bell. So that's Gel and Bell. And so that's our fun project where you could nominate your coworkers to be arrested if you wanted to.
I'm sure they'd like to do it right here for me. Leave me in there, too.
And you get to do it for, it's like $25. It's a form. You say you want to get arrested. And so we let you know that you're going to be arrested and work with your schedule. But we've got HPD and the Sheriff's Department on deck for next week to actually start doing the arrests. And they're super funny. And so you just raise money to bail yourself out. You call your friends and family, and it's just a fun time that we put together. And that goes to raising money for Project Feeding Families that we start in June and July.
That's going to be awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
And are you excited about what the 2023 is doing for us?
Oh my gosh. Overwhelmed and excited is a good word for it. We put together a calendar of events for the whole year, and with ourselves and our nonprofits.
Right.
And it's crazy how busy 2023 is. Crazy. In a good way.
In a good way.
Yes.
Marcus, you're in charge of campaign fundraising. And the event, one of the newest events that debuted last year was the flag football tournament.
Yes.
Does it return this year?
It does. We are so excited. It's called Turfs, and it is a flag football bowl. It's a 5-on-5 kind of tournament, and it raises money for the Hobbs Schools Crisis Funds, which is, really, really amazing and impactful for those families that struggle. And that tournament is actually going to be Memorial Day weekend this year. So registrations are now open, and people can actually sign up by going to our social media pages, our Facebook, and registering a team.
Now, so that's going to be Memorial Day weekend, right?
Yes,
Starting
at Watson
Friday?
Stadium.
Starting Friday and running through Sunday or what?
Saturday and
morning.
Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Saturday and
Yes,
Sunday.
Saturday
Yes.
and
How many
Sunday.
teams did we have last year?
Last year, there was about 33 teams, so we are hoping to bump that number up.
We're hoping to double it.
Yeah. I know Roswell had it for so many years.
Yes.
Very successful with it. I don't know what happened to it, but they're not
COVID.
doing it anymore. But
Yeah.
you guys kind of took up the baton a little bit for
We
it.
did. Unbeknownstly to us, we did. Because it was just something that was the heart of some individuals in the community. And so my brother was one of them. And so he got with us and he said, hey, what do you think about this? And so we got with Marcus, and Marcus said, let's go. And so Marcus did it. We were working with the schools at that time to figure out how we could plug into the schools. And that was one of the things like we had been coming up with is families that were just on bad luck, had some hard times, needed a help up. And so, and actually, I just got an email from the person in charge of that program on Friday that they had a family that could utilize those funds and they had just fallen on some hard times.
Right.
So when stuff like that happens, we're able to work really fast and however fast they need us to, right? So like I responded and I'm like, this is the process. This is what we need to do. Now you tell me. And we own those funds. Those funds stay in United Way. So then we're able just to write a check. Like we don't have to do a PO. We don't have to go through all of the legal red tape because that's what we raise those funds for. And they just stay in that Hobbs Schools Fund. So whenever it's needed, they can call on us. We're able to utilize that and help families out that need it right away.
That is awesome. So when the call comes in, do they have to go through jump over a lot of hoops?
Not a lot of hoops. And so this individual, they were recognized by the counselor. The counselor got with the principal. The principal got with the head of that program. The head of that program emailed me directly. I responded right back to him. I even got a text from the principal that said, thank you so much for moving so fast with that. That was amazing at how fast that process works when you're dealing with the state, because they do get state funds also, but it is red tape and it does take a long time.
Sure.
So the family might end up homeless before they can even get help at that point. And so that's where we come in as United Way, and we kind of lock arms with the schools and help in that way of like, how can we help right now immediately? So that's what we do the TERF's fundraiser for.
So a lot has been said about the homeless.
Yes.
And where they're living and how they're living. And we have a problem all across southeast New Mexico.
We do.
How are we helping them, Marcus?
So there are several different resources. We actually started a partnership with the VFW, and we have a warming station. So basically, whenever the temperature gets below 32, the homeless have a place to stay. And so many different organizations have come together to help, whether it's providing blankets, providing food, anything like that. That support has just been, instrumental in the success.
And we've made it not be a homeless shelter because, we don't have a homeless shelter at this point, but a warming center where they can go and get warm in the nighttime, however that is. So we think we're past that hump. We might have a couple more days, but the J.F. Maddox Foundation partnered with us on that to help fund that so they could pour into helping them with like the electricity, things like that, and then to pay a volunteer coordinator to put that together because that's midnight hours. Like, who wants to do that? So we found a girl that was interested in it, and so she it takes all these moving parts and pieces to the puzzle to make it work, and that's what United Way does best.
Yeah, I'm amazed as the number of homeless people on the streets here every night. We see it here in Levington itself.
Yeah.
And
Levington's hard to get into. We have a little bit. The officers will call us, and we have crisis funds that we're able to help with a night in a hotel or something like that.
Yeah.
And so the 211 coordinator, Kaylee, and myself will get calls in the middle of the night from officers. And we do have some accounts here at the local hotels that we're able to put people up in Levington, but a lot of times they just stay and we never get called.
Yeah, you never get called.
Yeah.
And that certain group of people just doesn't get served either.
Correct.
That's unfortunate.
It's hard.
Yeah. So now that next weekend and the following weekend, tell us about your events.
So what we have coming up, our big one is our Gel and Bell. We have our partner agency, the Boys and Girls Club. They have a mother-son dance coming up March the 24th. Yes. And so that goes, all the funds raised for that goes to the Boys and Girls Club, which they are one of our partner agencies. So that's going to be fun. You always get to see the father-daughter dances, but now it's going to be the mother-son dance. So that will be fun.
Mama and daddy. I mean, mama
and son.
And
I know.
Son. That is so cool.
Mine's 19. I wonder if I can get him to come back and go to the dance.
You got a 19 now, really?
He's almost 20.
Get out.
I know.
I'm looking at Mark like, I believe you got a 19-year-old son.
I do.
Awesome. You guys are a great team. You do a lot for the community here
Yes.
in Lee County.
Yes, we do have a great team. I couldn't do. There's no way I could do it without them.
Mhm.
Like, and then we're a small team. We're just a group of 5. We
Yeah.
have 2 part-time and 3 full-time. And so it's very stressful and
Mhm.
it's very fast moving. We just hired a new girl for our 211 program, and
Uh-huh.
she did her first program this past weekend. Was
211.
211. That's a number you can call if you need help with resourcing, rent, homelessness, all of that. Kaylee and Diane are able to help with that.
Mm-hmm.
But she had her first event this weekend for
did.
the Women's United, where we were able to give awards out.
Right.
5 different women, and it was very stressful, and she was very nervous, and I said, just get used to it. That's how we work. We work best under stress and quickly moving parts. It's
So, who
nonstop.
was some of our award winners this year?
Do you want to take a few, Marcus?
I sure can. So Sissy Diaz, she won our United Way Woman of the Year award, which is an amazing, prestigious award that we have. And she does a lot for the community. She has her own nonprofit where she helps the senior citizens. She just has a heart of service.
Right.
You know, also we recognize Pat Duran.
Pat Duran.
Yes, she's our education champion for this year. And she is a principal at one of the Hobbs Municipal Schools elementaries. And she just has a passion for those kids. And we just love to recognize her. Do you want to go to the next one?
Sure. And then we have the Inspirational Leader Award, and that was Dana Ankerholtz, and she is actually our board chair as well as the secretary for the fire department.
Right.
So the chief of fire, Barry Young, spoke about her and said she's the glue that holds them together and has for over 17 years now. So
Awesome.
that was really cool. And then we had the Youth Champion Award, which was Ashley Tarin, and she is her family owns the Mixed Martial Arts Studio, The Works in Hobbs, and so she is a youth champion. She's always about the kids and giving them an outlet to
Right.
do better and to make better choices. And I mean, she works so well with them. It was awesome. And then our last Shining Light Award was Haley Kinney, who is a local realtor here in Lee County, as well as a pastor's wife, and she's a pastor herself.
Oh, that's
so
right.
that was really cool.
That's right. And so did this just start this particular award?
No, this started in 2020,
Uh-huh.
and when they did it in 2020, of course, because of 2020, it was all done via video, and so this is our 3rd year to do it as an event. We do it at the Lee County Center of the Arts. They opened that up for us, and so this is our 4th annual, but 3rd in-person one. So
It's a really
cool.
great way to just recognize women. There's so many formidable and powerful women who are leaders in
Yes.
our community. So it's just an amazing event.
Yes. And people nominate their friends. So the way
Oh,
it
do
works is you nominate somebody, and then our past winners come in and they do a vote on the winners. And so we stay out of it. It's not, we host it and we let it run on its own. And so we kind of stay out of it. So it's really cool to get to see it on this side, how it all plays out in the end.
We're just going to leave it alone.
Yeah. We don't want to be biased. And so, but it's so fun to whenever you see like your board chair and somebody that you
Right.
respect and look up to, somebody else in the community thought the same thing, and then they end up at the top of
Right.
the list. It's really
I know that, what was it, a couple years ago? Was it last year? I don't remember. You brought a show to town, a concert.
Oh,
Are we
yes.
doing that again?
We are not. But guess what we're bringing back?
Tell me.
The chili cook-off.
Hello.
Hello. Instead
Put me
of a
down as
concert.
judge, will you?
Oh, we sure will. We got you. You got to taste it all. The
Yeah.
spicy and everything.
Yes, and we're partnering with the county again. So we're taking it back to the event center. We're going to have the car show. We're going to have
Yeah.
the craft show. Leslie with White Hobbs and Sissy from Sissy's Food Ministry are going to put that on for us, as well as like carnival type of games and things. And then we're going to have our nonprofits out there and different businesses. So we have already started the planning phase for that, because it's going to, none of us have done that in the
Yeah.
past. So I have notes from before, and then you guys, your very own Mad Dog, he's kind of helping gear us in the right direction. So I thank goodness for him to help us. Like,
when is that activity going to be planned?
September 22nd and September 23rd. So
Okay.
we still have a little while, but it's going to take us a little while to get it put together.
Yeah, well, if and you got to take time doing these things.
Yes.
I
So
mean,
no concert, but chili cook-off.
But the chili cook-off.
Yes.
So maybe later in the future, maybe get a show.
Tell Marcus. Marcus started, and then how many months was it that you had just barely started, and then we had the concert, like literally 1-2 months?
Yes.
Yeah. So we're like, here's you a concert. Good luck. So.
I would. I'd be excited to put a couple local groups that bring in
Oh, that would be fun.
a better, well-known group. Because you've got the two main groups here in town that play very well.
Yes.
I mean, here in Artesia and Hobbs.
Yeah.
And the Kemps.
Oh, definitely.
They're awesome.
Amazing.
And then J.D. Martinez.
I haven't heard of that one.
Yeah, and
Okay.
he's with the J.D. Martinez and the Badlands.
Yes.
Oh, I haven't heard of
Those
them.
guys are awesome. Every time I mention them, if there's a show coming up, I'm going to mention you guys.
Are they from Artesia? Is
JD's from here,
Okay.
and so is the Kemps.
Oh, yes. I know the Kemps
Yeah.
very well.
So
Yeah.
It
And we
would-
used them a lot.
yes, I
Yes.
know they stay
Yes.
busy.
They stay busy. Yes.
That would be a good show.
Yes.
If you decide to go back to it,
Definitely.
Yeah. In which we want to have a local acts at the chili cook-off.
absolutely.
So that's part of the planning phase, is to bring in some locals for a concert type of thing, and do a live auction.
Mm-hmm.
We have some people that want to donate some stuff for a live auction.
Right.
So we're looking at going big. So
Might as well. Boy, if you can't
Yeah.
go big, why go?
I
Right?
know. Yes, definitely.
Why go? All right, guys. I appreciate you as always coming down.
Yes. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for being on our sister station this morning too.
Oh, of course. We went through all the events with Jason in about 10 minutes. Bam, got April and March lined out. So.
Yeah, there you go. For more information on events and happenings and services through United Way, where can people go?
Our social media, we are on Facebook, we are on Instagram, and we also have a website, uwolc.org.
Say it again, would you, Morgan?
uwolc.org.
All right. Guys, appreciate you.
Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much
Always.
for having us, as always.
And as soon as we get some of those big events closer, we'll bring you back
Okay.
in the studio.
Perfect.
April is jam-packed, so we'd be happy to come back in April.
All right. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.
Thank
wasn't
See
it?
y'all.
you. Y'all too.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye. And that'll wrap up this edition of the extended version of Being the Breakfast Club. Coming up, the award-winning Russ Black with Tradio is next.
Fox News, I'm Lillian Wu. President Biden looking to contain fallout from the failures of Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank, telling the nation this morning.
All customers who had deposits in these banks can rest assured. I want to rest assured they'll be protected and they'll have access to their money as of today. That includes small businesses across the country that bank there and need to make payroll, pay their bills, and stay open for business.
He's now on his way to San Diego for a meeting with the British and Australian prime ministers. Meanwhile, Fox confirms the Biden administration is reducing the scope of, but approving the major Willow oil project in Alaska. And at least 8 people are dead in the crash of 2 migrant smuggling boats near San Diego.
It's one of the deadliest maritime human smuggling operations ever off U.S. shores.
Fox's Tanya J. Powers. America's listening to Fox News.
Luck is on your side.